Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So we started discussing on soil analysis. Well, myself Dr. Anil Tedal, assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, JSS Arts Science and Commerce College Gokak, which is affiliated to Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi, India. So we started discussing on soil analysis. So in that we have discussed many points like micronutrients, trace metals, organic matter in soil, determination of pH, and then determination of nitrogen by alkali permanganate method, and so on. So today's point is we need to discuss on the determination of how to determine the phosphorus present in the soil by Bryce and Olsen method. So we have two methods for the determination of phosphorus in the soil. The first method is the Bryce method. So here Bryce method is for acidic soils. So we'll see one by one. So in the Bryce method we can determine the phosphorus by using special type of extractant, and which is a combination of hydrogen chloride, that is hydrochloric acid, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4F. So we'll see the principle first. The combination of this extractant, that is hydrochloric acid and ammonium chloride, is designed to extract easily soluble forms of phosphorus such as largely calcium phosphates, aluminum phosphates, iron phosphates. The ammonium chloride dissolves aluminum phosphates, iron phosphates, and manganese phosphates by forming complex ion with these metal ions in acid solution, and thereby releases phosphate ion into the solution. In the presence of chloromolybdic acid in an acid medium, the phosphate ion forms hydropoly complex compound of phosphorus. On reduction of this complex imparts blue color to the solution. So the reducing agent may be SnCl2 or the ascorbic acid. The intensity of the blue color solution can be measured at 660 nanometer using spectrophotometer. So once you have this solution with the standard phosphate solution, so the color is directly dependent on the concentration of the phosphate ions present in the solution. So in this way we can easily determine the the presence of the phosphorus in the soil sample, in acidic soil samples. So let us discuss what are the reagents required and procedure. Reagents required are Bryce number 1 extractant, that is 0.03 normal ammonium chloride and 0.025 normal HCl solution. Next is ammonium molybdate, which is of 1.5% solution, Dickmann and Bryce reagent. And next reagent which is required is standard phosphorus solution, stannous chloride stock solution. And in the procedure, so first what we need to do is weigh 5 gram of soil sample into 250 ml conical flask. To that add extractant, that is Bryce extractant, mix and shake well for 5 minutes, then filter it. Then take 5 ml of that filtrate into 25 ml of volumetric flask. To that add 5 ml of ammonium molybdate solution. Mix well until the evolution of CO2 ceases. If more liquid has to be taken for the analysis, for that fluoride interference has to be eliminated by adding 75 ml of 0.5% boric acid to the 5 ml extract. Then to that add about 10 ml distilled water and add 1 ml of stannous chloride, which is acting as a reducing agent. Once it reduces, which imparts the color, and then up to once we add 1 ml of stannous chloride, make up to the mark with the distilled water, the sample solution is ready for the analysis. Then place the sample solution into the cuvette, record the absorbance in spectrophotometer at 660 nanometer wavelength. Draw the calibration curve and analyze the unknown sample solution. So the calibration curve is drawn by using a standard phosphorus solution. Once we have a calibration plot or calibration curve with a standard solution, then we can easily analyze the unknown sample solution, or how much percentage of the phosphorus present in the acidic soil. So this is all about Bayes method for the determination of phosphorus present in the soil. The second method, which is come to the existence because the Bayes method, which has a limitation, which is meant for analysis of the phosphorus in acidic soils. But this Olsen method can be used to determine the phosphorus present in the neutral or the alkaline soils. So what is the principle here? The principle or the very difference between the Olsen method and the Bayes method is the extractant is different in Olsen method and the Bayes method. In the Bayes method, we have the extractant is combination of ammonium chloride and hydrochloric acid. But in the case of Olsen method, we have another extractant, that is sodium bicarbonate. So let's see the principle and the required chemicals and the procedure. In the principle, the phosphorus is extracted using sodium bicarbonate, which is Olsen's extractant, when soil is neutral, alkaline and calcareous. Sodium bicarbonate is designed to extract largely calcium phosphates and releases phosphate ions in the solution again. Once we have phosphate ions in the solution, in the presence of chloromolybdic acid, the phosphate ions forms hydropoly complex of phosphorus, which on reduction in the presence of reducing agent, that is stannous chloride or the ascorbic acid. So this imparts blue color. Once we have a blue color solution, then just record the absorbance of this blue color solution, which is of course the intensity of the blue color is of course depending upon the concentration of the hydropoly complex. The hydropoly complex concentration is of course depending upon the concentration of the phosphate ions present in the solution. So this means that if the intensity of this blue color is more, the concentration of the phosphate ions is more. So that we can record in the spectrophotometer. So then we can easily draw the calibration curve by using standard phosphorus solution, and then we can easily determine the unknown concentration of the phosphorus percentage in the soil. So here the required reagents are sodium bicarbonate, which is of 0.5 pi normal solution, and the pH of this solution is of 8.5. Ammonium molybdenate is required, which is of 1.5%, and then Darko G60, which is activated carbon, is required for the filtration. Stannous chloride stock solution is required for the reduction purpose, and also we need to have a standard phosphorus solution for the construction of the calibration curve. So here also it is same procedure as we have already seen in the Bayes method. Procedure is just we need to weigh 5 gram of soil into the 250 ml conical flask. To that, a pinch of phosphorus free Darko G60 and 50 ml of sodium bicarbonate solution, which is extractant. Shake and filter the content, and that filtrate 5 ml of that filtrate, add 5 ml of ammonium molybdate solution, mix well until the evolution of CO2 ceases. To that, add 10 ml of distilled water and 1 ml of stannous chloride, which is a reducing agent, and make up to the mark with the distilled water. The procedure is same. So then the sample is ready for the analysis. Place the sample solution into the cuvette and record the absorbance using spectrophotometer at 660 nanometer wavelength. Draw the calibration curve by using a standard phosphorus solutions, and then analyze unknown sample solution by using calibration curve. So this is the determination of phosphorus present in the soil and the soil nature, if the soil is alkaline or neutral. If the soil is acidic, then we have to go for a Bayes method. So this is about the determination of phosphorus present in the soil. So we have two methods for the determinations of the phosphorus. So if you have any questions regarding these two methods, please comment in the comment box, or you can ask me in phone call as well. Thank you.